Sarcastically explained. Game of Thrones Season 8. Game of Thrones is a song of tits and dragons and sounds absolutely insane when you describe it to people who don't watch the show or read the books. And this season is the best season ever. Isn't that right, Amelia?
Best season ever!
So I won't try to summarize the entire story since that's folly. So basically, ice zombies are coming to kill everyone. Some people freak out and start doing as much as they can. Some people freak out and do a little bit, which is better than nothing. Some people say that, oh, it's bad, but, we should do something about it, but, in the end, do nothing. And some people don't believe in it flat out because they can't see it, and there's one warm day in winter where they are. Sound familiar? Because this is starting to sound familiar. Wall's been breached. Cersei's planning on betraying people. Sam reveals to Jon that he's been secretly doing incest the entire time and he's surprisingly cool with it? And keeps doing it? Well, he is a Targaryen after all. Subverting expectations. Everyone gets ready and then has a couple of drinks while they wait for the dead to slowly march their way over to Winterfell. Oh, and Arya has sex. Jon reveals to Dany that they've been singing Sweet Home Alabama this entire time, but she's too obsessed about the throne to care. Oh, and then the dead show up. Now, from the brilliant military minds that brought you the Battle of Bastards, we get the totally best battle tactics ever.
Best season ever!
Oh yeah, suicide charge in the darkness? Sure, yeah. Artillery in front of your infantry. Yeah, that's totally great. The narrowest trench in the world with only one way to light it. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. And oh yeah, thank the Lord that you're here, Mel. That's awfully convenient. Okay, real talk here for a sec. Sorry if I sound a little bit salty about this, but if you have the best TV show in the world, do you not think it behooves you to pay a couple of military historians to get, this part right? I guess they kind of just forgot about military historians. Putting women and children in a place with dead bodies when you know your enemy can make them rise up. I guess Tyrion kind of forgot he's supposed to be the smartest man in all of Westeros.
What a terrifying thought.
Ed dies. Lyanna Mormont, rest her soul, dies. Beric Dondarrion dies. Kind of sucks when your god kills you over and over for this one particular moment. Sir Friendzone dies. Alice Karstark dies, off screen. Theon is a good man, but dies anyway. We get the best song of this show ever. Jon tries a Fus Ro Dah dragon and kills it. Holy shit, I'm badass as hell. I just slayed a dragon with nothing but my voice. Jon kills the Night King and fulfills his death. Oh wait, it wasn't Jon. It was Arya. And she used this cool little knife move. Oh hey, Daisy Ridley called. She wants her thunder back, Micey. All the dead die again. The Walking Dead cries tears of joy so that their spot of best zombie show airing won't be usurped any further. Everyone mourns and celebrates, except for Dany, who's become a basic bitch. Dany tries to be social, but ends up sounding like Azula. Remember that comparison, it's important. Gendry gets rejected. Tormund gets rejected. This cute girl gets rejected. A war council starts. Sansa sounds reasonable? I'm sorry, this is new to me. I'm used to whiny teenage girl Sansa, not badass armor-wearing politician Sansa. Sansa asks if they can take a breather. Dany says no. Everybody says fine, I guess we're marching. Dany flies south to Dragonstone early, which, for the record, I don't know why she did. It's not like she can take King's Landing by herself, and also, don't you think this entire place would have been booby-trapped while you were busy fighting the dead? Jon asks his family not to tell anyone he's actually Aegon. Sansa tells. Shocker, I know. Tyrion tells Varys. Shocker, I know. Dany kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet.
Well, Dany kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet and Euron's forces.
Because, forgetting about the most formidable navy on the continent, if not the world, is something that military commanders do on the regular. Subverting expectations. She also kind of forgot that being at a higher altitude gives you more visibility of the horizon, and she also forgot that military R&D just doesn't stand still, and Rhaegal gets killed by the CGI budget. Dany dives and doesn't burn them all? What the fuck, girl, you were already there. Grey Worm forgets he isn't a naval commander and yells at Missandei to get on a lifeboat. Well, at least you can call for help in 19 different languages, am I right?
Do you know how to swim? The second says, no, but I can shout for help in 19 languages.
Everyone swims ashore, except for Grey Worm Sunday.
Miss Sunday? Miss Sunday!
Poor dude just wanted some dessert. Everyone tries to talk it out. Cersei doesn't talk. She also doesn't want to turn her opponents into a fine red mist. You know, because she kind of forgot that she doesn't play by the rules. No, but seriously, how hard would it have been just to like turn these scorpion things just like a few degrees down and just end the war right there? I don't know why she's doing these things. The battle starts. Dany remembers how to fire the main cannon, while Euron forgets how to fire his. All the scorpions get blown the hell up. Mr. Strickland has his guys formed up, but then gets burned to a crisp. You know, because we didn't want to see two of the finest infantry forces in the world fighting one another. The battle is super hard fought. Except it's not. It's a slaughter. Subverting expectations. Grey Worm commits war crimes. Dany goes full Azula. Never go full Azula. Everyone commits war crimes, but remember folks, it's only a war crime if you lose. The Clegane Bowl happens. I really don't have anything sarcastic to say. This was probably my favorite part of this finale. Arya decides to not kill Cersei, which kinda sucks when it's a long walk back to Winterfell and you have to run through a city full of active war crimes. Oh wait, there's a horse. You don't have to walk anymore. Oh, wait, what? Where did the horse go? Jaime and Cersei die, thus fulfilling the prophecy kind of, since, you know, they could have stood over here where the structure was a little bit stronger, but then again, Jaime's always been the dumbest Lannister, so kinda makes sense, I guess. The battle's over. Grey Worm commits more war crimes. Jon tries to stop them, but he realizes he has to stop Dany first. And then Dany becomes Westeros Hitler. No, seriously, this scene was just a few flags away from becoming a fucking Leni Riefenstahl movie. Tyrion quits, and is then arrested. Dany looks fondly at a chair, but doesn't sit on it, even though that's what she's wanted all of her life. Jon penetrates Dany one last time. Drogon walks in on the crime scene and breaks the wheel, or throne, I guess. He then flies off with his mom's body to God knows where, and maybe we'll get another season with zombie Dany. Jon then turns himself in, because he's dumb as fuck. No, but seriously, could you imagine how this dialogue went? Oh hey, Grey Worm, how's it going? Jon Snow, what are you doing here? Where is Daenerys? Crazy thing now you mention it. She kinda stabbed herself on the Iron Throne, and then Drogon carried her away. You expect this one to believe this? Yeah. For some reason, Grey Worm is in charge. The remaining kingdoms march on the capital with a lot of people. Remember Dorne? Yep, they're still here, and with their unnamed prince, who we should really get a name for. Remember Marcus Junius Brutus? Well, he's here too, except he's told to sit down by his niece. Uncle Sam wants to bring freedom to Westeros, with voting, guns, serious class division, and a lack of universal healthcare. But I guess they already have two of those, so they're right on track. Everyone laughs him off. Tyrion's allowed to speak despite Grey Worm yelling at him not to. They have to now elect a king, and it's Jon Snow. Wait, it's not Jon? It's Bran? But his doesn't even work.
Why do you think I came all this way?
What do you mean, why you think I came all this way? I thought you didn't want anything anymore.
I don't really want anymore.
Except for 7, make it 6 kingdoms? I guess Asha, yes, I call her Asha, was like, wait, you can secede from the 7 kingdoms now? God damn it. And then Bran gets casually roasted in his title.
All hail Bran the Broken.
Seriously, would Brandon the Unbroken first of his name not have been a bit better? Thankfully, he even brought his own chair, so no need to craft a new throne. Jon gets to go north to Night's Watch, even though it doesn't really exist anymore. But hey, let's just tell those Unsullied guys so that they'll leave us alone, right? The Dothraki just kind of hang out until they want to sail back to Essos. The Unsullied sail to Noth, which may remind you has poison butterflies, which unless you're native to the Isles like Missandei was, you gonna die, boy. Sansa's Queen of the North. Arya tries to become Christopher Columbus. Gendry's probably already rowing after her. You know, he didn't spend all that time training off screen for nothing. Tyrion is Hannigan. Bronn is a master of coin for some reason. Davos is master of ships, despite his less than stellar record at sea. Sam's the Grand Maester. Also, he has a book. It's called A Song of Ice and Fire. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, in case you didn't get it. Bran wants a Master of Whispers, even though he's basically Big Brother. Huh. Jon gets to hang out with his wildling buddies and finally gives Ghost the pet he deserves. No, but seriously, Ghost was such a good boy. He then rides off to settle the true north and is never heard from again. Ever. The end. So, what did I think of it really? Did I love it? Did I hate it? Well, to be frank with you, I'm just kinda bummed out. I look at Season 8 and there are some really very high points to it. The cinematography is fucking beautiful, when you can see it. The art department nailed it as always. VFX are on point, and I can't heap enough praise on Ramin Djawadi for this seriously epic soundtrack. Like seriously, I wrote this entire script while listening to the Night King theme on a loop. And this is the part that bumps me out to circle back. None of that really matters if your script sucks. Take out all the context surrounding the individual story beats. I don't actually hate this story and like where the story ends up, but unfortunately, with all things in life, the devil lies within the details. You know, there's this one year my friends and I entered a 24-hour film festival, and none of the critics were impressed with any of the shorts there. And I remember one of them said this Alfred Hitchcock quote to us: "To make a great film, you need 3 things: the script, and the script." And that quote has always stuck with me since that experience. And I look at this season of Thrones and I just don't see the carefully crafted dialogue or the setup and payoffs that were in past seasons when George R.R. Martin's material was there as a basis. Okay, now to be fair, it's not like this came out of left field. The series has always had its ups and downs with writing, and whenever they deviated from the source material too much or just don't bother, you get stuff like this, or you get Dorne. Now, this isn't to say that deviation is necessarily bad. On the flip side of that coin, to continue with that Targaryen analogy, you get a seriously streamlined story where the drama is elevated, but still holds true to the book's intentions, i.e. Theon Greyjoy killing Ser Roderick and not Ramsay, or Sansa being at Winterfell and not Jane Poole. If you've asked who to that last one even after reading the books, yeah, there you go. And this isn't even to say anything of Jon Connington, Young Griff, or any of those characters, because yeah, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, and those are the times it got it right, but this isn't an illustration of that. The story of 8 is rushed, it contradicts what's been previously established, and it merely subverts our expectations for the sake of doing it to the point where it's a meme. Alright, so back to the original question. Was Game of Thrones Season 8 good? Yes and no, but kinda not really. Was that answer satisfactory to you? I don't think it was. And that's kinda poetic in a way. No one in this show is truly satisfied with how things end up, and so are we. Turns out life is rather disappointing that way. That was Game of Thrones Season 8 Sarcastically Explained. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, follow us on our various social media, and please do consider supporting us on Patreon. Thanks for watching.